Yeah, YouTube Live is also starting. We'll start with opening prayers. Om Guru Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Narayana Samarambhat Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Hari Om to all the Atma Jyotis present here. Today our session is talking about the significance of festival, which we will be talking about the Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika and Adhyatmika aspect of the festivals. So we had Yugadi festival yesterday, so this is most relevant and we're waiting to hear the significance of Yugadi and also the other festivals that has gone by or is going to come by. So the first speaker is Sumaji, who will be talking about Makar Sankranti today, and the time is 5 to 6 minutes. Sumaji, you can go ahead.
Sure. Hari Om, everyone. My topic for today is Makara Sankranti. So, pranams to all the Atma Jyotis and Om Gurubhyo Namaha before starting. Makara is the zodiac sign Capricorn, and the movement of Sun to Makara Rashi, the zodiac sign of Capricorn, is called Makara Sankranti. And it is also called the Harvest Festival. It is the only festival which falls every year on January 14th. It is dedicated to Lord Surya Bhagavan. Sun is the factor of light, life, and growth. It is the festival of nature. In Karnataka, we celebrate Makara Sankranti with Edlu Birodu, the exchange of Edlu Bella sesame seeds, jaggery, sugar sweets, sugarcane, banana with our neighbors, families, and friends. And we wish them good wishes. Also in Kannada, there is a quote, Edlu Piri, Valle Matadu. Now let us look at the Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, and Adhyatmika aspects of Makara Sankranti. So all these three, the Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, and Adhyatmika, they are the miseries that or obstacles that everyone should face at some point of sometime in their life. Adi Bhautika and Adi Daivika are the miseries caused by external source, and Adi Daivika is the misery caused internal. Adi Bhautika is the misery which is or obstacle caused by other jiva or bhuta or living organism. And Adi Daivika are the miseries caused due to natural disasters. Adhyatmika is the one caused internal from our body, mind, and intellect. Now, I mentioned that Makara Sankranti is also called the harvest festival. The farmers, in order to have good harvest, they plow their land, sow the seeds, and then grow the crop. But during this process, if the crop gets infected by insecticide or pesticide or other fungicides, then the farmer will not have good harvest. This is an example of Adi Bhautika. Now, Adi Daivika, the farmer expects to have good, in order to have good crop, he expects some amount of rain, sufficient amount of rain is dependent upon that. But during that year, if we have like too much rain or no rain at all, then he will not have good harvest. And this is example of Adi Daivika. Now for Adhyatmika, before Makara Sankranti, the sun is in the southern hemisphere and the nights are longer, the daytime is shorter. This is called Dakshinayana. And after Makara Sankranti, the sun moves towards northern hemisphere. The days are longer. during the Dakshinayana is called the night time of Devi Devatas and signifies negativity. And Uttarayana is called the daytime of Devi Devatas and signifies positivity. In chapter 8, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, we have these two shlokas, 24 and 25, which goes like this. Agnir Jyotir Aha Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vido Janaha Dhumo Ratris Tata Krishna Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate. So for the yogi who practices the spiritual life, there is two paths, path of light and path of darkness. If the yogi departs the body during the path of light, the Uttarayana time, then the yogi will go to the highest planetary system, Brahmaloka, and he will not be reborn on the earth. But if the yogi departs the body during Dakshinayana, then the yogi will go to the celestial abodes, enjoy all the celestial pleasures till his karmic points expires, and then again he'll be reborn on the earth. In Mahabharata, we have this story after the Kurukshetra war, when Bhishma Pitamaha was killed, he lied on the bed of arrows for 58 days before he departed his body. So here he was going through the body pain, which is the example of Adhyatmika, but he never left his body. So his like when we pass away during Uttarayana, it is assumed that we are going to go to the highest planetary system. He was encashing his merit during the Uttarayana time. So this is an example of Adhyatmika. So I would like to conclude telling Makara Sankranti is the festival of all Atma Jyoti, inner light. Thank you all. Hari Om. Yeah.
Thank you, Sumaji. So any questions for Sumaji?
Suma, very nice talk, by the way, very beautifully compiled, and all three levels you have dealt with the significance nicely. So when you spoke about Uttarayana and Dakshinayana, Prabhuji has also told us about the spiritual significance of Uttarayana and Dakshinayana, which is not exactly climatologically related. So
that is the spiritual thing. Like I listened to Guruji's video, and there is this another story which I could not put about the Shabarimalai thing, where it is the spiritual growth, the union of inner Jyoti, Atma light, with the external light, the Param Brahman. So basically during the Makara Sankranti is also called Makara Velpu in Tamil Nadu, where they celebrate this inner light festival. So the devotees of the Ayyappa, right, they fast like 41 days. They go through heavy austerities, and there is this 18 padas where they have to climb. The first 3 padas, they are like I think 5 of them senses, and then you have the next 3, like next 4, all this Rajas, Tapas, and first 3, sorry, I don't remember that. But we have this 18 padas, which they climb, but at the end, there is this Tattvam Asi, thou art the union of Jivatma with the Paramatma. So that was the spiritual thing. Yeah. Because of the time I was looking at while practicing, and I couldn't, I thought I...
Prabhuji has also told us that Uttarayana is like Nivritti Marga. That means your
Nivritti Marga, yeah.
And Dakshinayana is Pravritti Marga. So that is the spiritual significance. It is not that it is climatologically. This represents that. So that also could be added to the when you're talking about those things. And how Dakshinamurti is, he turns to the south because he's beckoning all those who are going facing south. They're walking away, so he's calling them, come.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't notice Dakshinamurti.
Come towards Murti. So
Thank
I
you.
don't know whether those points come in the particular talk to which you listened.
No, but it was a good
Okay.
knowledge. Like I always wondered why Dakshinamurti is facing south. I didn't know this was the concept of calling. Yeah.
Okay. But very good talk. Excellent.
Thank you.
Purnima ji, Ashmita.
Nothing. All good.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And any self-evaluations you want to add on to this thing
Yeah,
that was missed?
actually, like all I knew about Makara Sankranti was Eddu Pirodu because I'm from Karnataka, and as a kid, like that was the happiest. Just go to everyone's house, give all the sugar cane. But I didn't know about this Dakshinayana Uttarayana. But we had studied this Bhagavad Gita shloka in our Bhagavad Gita Purnimaji's class. So I knew about that, but there was so much more to that only after watching Prabhuji's videos and doing research. It's like, oh, okay, Makara Sankranti is about so many things which I didn't know. Yeah. Help me.
Thank you so much, ji.
Yeah. Also, I will be logging from another device. I'm going to
Okay.
log off from this Zoom and I will log in from my phone and I can log in, just listen actually, log in to work and listen.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ji. So the next speaker we have is Gayatri ji. Would you like to go next, Gayatri ji? The festival Gayatri ji would be talking about is Shivratri.
Timer?
Yeah.
Okay. So my topic is Shivratri, and fortunately, Shivratri has been happening in my house from last 14 years. In my childhood, for me, Shivratri is like, at 9 p.m. they start all the devotional movies on Doordarshan, and I used to watch till 1 o'clock, and then I'll sleep. Next day, I'll get up very late, and then that's all. That is Shivratri. Fasting I never used to do. So, but after I met Guruji, the whole concept of Shivratri changed. Not that I understood immediately what is Shivratri. So he used to give talks, but half the time I was sleepy. Guruji usually, starts all his talks after 1 a.m. But over a period of time in this 13 years, I kind of, whatever I understood, I'll try to share. So there is this Adi Bhautika, meaning is, as we know, according to the calendar, where there will be all the planets and stars align in a certain way. And then there is a very auspicious and a very special, very high energy moment during that time. So every month actually we have Shivaratri, but during this period, this is called Mahashivratri because of the, it is said that the cosmic radiations from the center of galaxy hit the earth during this time, and they're very deeply spiritual in nature. And if you meditate on that particular night, it will help us in, it will exponentially increase our spiritual evolution. So that is why usually most of the people do fasting. That is like preparing for the night, and then night they do meditation. And so if you, so this is usually, this is done by people who are in the path of yoga and who are in the path of jnana. So this is the Adi Bhautika part. And then there is the Adi Daivika, which I didn't know for a long time. So Shivratri is said to be the, Guruji told, it's the marriage of cosmic wedding, Shiva and Shakti, Parvati, Gauri Kalyana or Parvati Kalyana, where it symbolizes the cosmic energy becoming one with the cosmic self, which leads to Laya, the silence. So actually, and then this is at the macrocosm level. Adi Daivika is at the macrocosm level. Adhyatmika is at the microcosm level. So Shiva and Shakti marriage is Adi Daivika. And so what happens at the individual level, I think Adhyatmika is more important to a seeker. Adi Bhautika is for the society's sake. So when Adi Daivika is coming, I mean, I was trying to compare Adi Daivika and Adi Bhautika. It's like the Jiva and the Deva concept, what we have in Mandukya Karika. I mean, this is what is my understanding. Deva is the universal aspect, Jiva is the individual aspect. So what Guruji said is, whatever happens at the universal level is happening at the individual level. So there was a question like, Ganesha's head was cut off. So at the individual level, it is called as cutting of the ego. Shiva cuts off head of Ganesha, which means, the Shiva is Gnana. Gnana cuts the ego. So individual level also, Gnana cuts the ego. So then I was wondering, so at Adi, if it is universal, then what's happening? All the cosmic ego is being cut by the cosmic consciousness. That was the question, where he said, all the individual egos, I mean, which are ripened or whatever, they all are being cut by the Gnana. So an example given is, I breathe air is Adhyatmika. Everyone breathes air is Adi Daivika. So that is where this Jiva and Deva concept comes into picture. So if now if we take the Adhyatmika thing, I mean, we all know Shivaratri is Jagarana, which is staying awake, waking up. So, but not, it's not just, staying awake or, trying to wake up from sleep, but it is waking up from the sleep of Maya, sleep of ignorance. So we have forgotten our true nature. Shiva has forgotten his true nature, and Shivaratri is one opportunity, is one very important sadhana time where Jiva can experience or connect with Shiva on that day. So it's like we have these two things, consciousness and energy. Consciousness is Shiva and energy is Shakti. So the body-mind complex is a bundle of energy, and it has the experience to, I mean, it has the ability to experience Shiva or connect with Shiva. So this is the day where Jiva can really, I mean, the Shakti inside this body-mind complex can go from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. If done with Gnana and if done with a proper understanding and with a Guru's grace, the union will happen. The Shiva Shakti union will happen, where Jiva will merge with Shiva at the Sahasrara level. The Shakti is going back to Shiva. So that is actually called Shivaratri. So in simple terms, Shivaratri is the celebration of union of Jivatma with Paramatma. Thank you. Any questions?
Subhaji is the Purva Pakshi. Subhaji, you have any question?
No, it was a really good explanation. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri ji. Self-evaluation.
Self-evaluation is like, I couldn't get any shlokas for this, no stories, one or two examples, and I tried to focus on the topic given, and not much preparation. Anyways, Purnima and Vani are there now.
Thank you,
Get to the
Gayatri.
remaining stuff.
Purnima ji, Vani ji, any comments?
Yes,
Because
Smita can give us a evaluation.
Yeah, like Gayatri ji told that she wasn't prepared before joining on coming in this session. But yeah, it didn't seem like every aspect was so beautifully covered. Like Daivika and Adhyatmika, the difference is so crisp and clear, Gayatri ji. And the examples, the story that you connected, the Shiva and Shakti union, it connected throughout the flow of the talk until the Adhyatmika. It was really good.
Yeah, thanks to Guruji.
Purnima ji, Vani ji.
You said it, Yashpita. Your assessment was also very good.
Yeah,
Gayatri,
excellent.
yeah.
Yeah. Carry on. Purnima.
I mean, I don't recognize Gayatri at all, you know. The way she is now, the way she was previously, how she's, she's becoming more comfortable with the video on, which is a huge improvement. So thank you, Gayatri, because it's very precious, whatever inputs you give. So thanks. Yeah.
Just tried
Yeah.
to share whatever I heard from Guruji.
Gayatri, so many years we have attended Shivratri in your house. So
Yeah.
I would say you're the most qualified person to talk about this, first of all. Then secondly, for you, every day is a preparation for the talk. Because
Why really?
you're sitting in front of Prabhuji, you're recording all the talks, you're getting all your doubts clarified. So I don't think you need any other preparation. It's already prepared. It's there inside waiting to be shared. And I'm so happy you started sharing today. You was very comfortable. That's what I felt. You are totally comfortable and very, in a very relaxed way. Point by point, you shared everything, all excellent points.
Yep.
Really good. And the style of sharing also, it was very conversational. The way you started at home, I used to, for me, what your Shivratri was before you met Prabhuji and what it is now, what you have learned, and the question answer conversations that you included. So, very nicely done, very engaging.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Ashmita. Thank you.
Thank you, Gayatri ji. So the
Pranams,
next,
everybody. This is Lalita. I just joined the group recently. Sorry, for some reason, I won't be able to switch on my video for today. But that was nice to see Gayatri ji because I got connected with her. Like we had an interaction on WhatsApp, but I never got a chance to see her. But it was nice seeing her and also listening to her. And Shivaratri for past 6 years, I have been practicing like the fasting and also the Jagaran. But I know few things, but not in detail. But I'm so glad that I got to know the deeper aspect of the Shivaratri, the union of Jivatma with the Paramatma and everything. That was so nice. Very glad to be the part of this group and looking forward for many more. And I believe I'm just looking forward that maybe in coming sessions I can switch on and just interact with you all. Humble pranams to all of you and thank you.
Wonderful, Lalita. So nice to have you in this session today. We also saw you in the morning session. Very nice.
Yes,
that
it
you were
was
able to join us.
my pleasure. It is really my pleasure. I do not know. Finally, I got a Sadguru who can guide me in the right path, the right track. It is
Absolutely.
always said when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So finally, the day has come where I believe that I am ready to understand what
Wonderful.
Jivatma and Paramatma is all about. The journey of this BMI.
Yes, you are absolutely in the right place with the right Sadguru.
Pranams to all.
Pranams.
thank you, Lalita ji, for the feedback. And our next speaker is Padmaja ji. Padmaja ji, if you can turn on the video.
I'm so sorry today. I have to, I wouldn't be able to switch on my camera because
Okay.
my camera is not working.
Okay.
Okay, I had some issues. I tried, but it's not. So can I start without this camera?
No worries. The topic Padmaja ji would be talking about is about Holi. So yeah,
Okay.
can start.
The timer, will you start? Okay.
Yes, it's on.
So India is a land of festivals, and each and every festival, whatever we celebrate, it has a deeper significance. It's not just the festival there. So Holi is the last festival of the Hindu calendar, which comes after Mahashivratri and before the Hindu New Year that we just celebrated yesterday. So Holi, as we know, it's a festival of colors. People just color each other saying Holi hai, but the meaning inside it, the deeper meaning is that we are one with a God, once we color each other, we all look the same. Holika Dahan is observed on a full moon night in the month of Falguni. The mutation period of winter and spring, actually, it comes after the winter and before the spring starts. It induces the growth of bacteria in the atmosphere as well as in the body. So what we don't know, the physical aspect of why the Holika is burnt and all, is also that when the Holika is burnt, the temperature rises to 145 degree Fahrenheit. People perform parikramas around the fire. So the heat that comes from the fire, it kills the bacteria in the body and thus cleansing it. So it has a deeper meaning with respect to the, the health perspective. Spiritually, if you look at it, it means that when our actions are burnt in the fire of knowledge and devotion, they do not bear any further fruit and give the freedom from all sorrows and the cycle of birth and death. So the people who are participating in Holika Dahan, in one way, they're pledging to burn away their negative qualities or wrong habits, whatever they have accumulated until now, and renew their faith back in the Lord. So that is the spiritual aspect of the Holika Dahan. So the legend goes that on Holi is that Hiranyakashyap, the demon king, had got special boons from Lord Brahma. Okay, we all know that he can't be killed in outside, inside, and all those kind of things. So his son was Prahlad, and Hiranyakashyap always wanted everyone to worship him. So the only person who will not do is Prahlad, who's a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So here, as Hiranyakashyap tried, in different ways, telling him, he did not listen. He just wanted to kill his own son. So here, if you see that he tried killing him, pushing him from the mountain, throwing him off from the mountain, and multiple ways, it didn't happen. And then his own sister Holika, who has got a boon that she will not, be burned in fire. So he took the help from his sister and asked his sister to hold the child Prahlad in her lap and sit in the fire. And then when that happened, everyone was stunned that it's like Holika died in those Holika was burned and Prahlad was completely, nothing happened. So one way, if you look at it, it was like one who is protected by the Lord, no one can hurt them. The victory of God's love over ego is very clear in this particular story of Hiranyakashyap and Prahlad. Another story of why this has been celebrated, which I didn't know before, as they say that Lord Krishna asked his mother Yashoda, there's this one also, Radha kyun gori, main kyun kala. Why Radha is so fair and I'm so dark? So they say that this holy festival was introduced when they put all colors. Now you and Radha are the same. There is no difference. So this was also a story that I got to know it. So this is there. And apart from it, one more point that I got to know is that Holi is also the birthday of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is there. The shloka that I on Holi is Holikayam bhava-bheda-smam Irsha Dvesha Aghani, which means let the Irsha, jealousy, malice, evil get destroyed in the fire of Holika. So that is the story, the shloka on Holi. Okay. So if we look at it, the holy thing, it just gives a very good message, which says that even when turned upside, the fire, the festival of Holi has the main component of the Pancha Bhutas. One is the fire. So which the quality of fire is, even when turned upside down, the flames of fire never go down. It always goes up. In the same way, the fortitude of a courageous person, it never wipes out. The courage in that person, it never wipes out, even when tormented by a host of misfortunes. So that is the significance of the festival Holi. Thank you.
Thank you, Padmaja ji. So the Purva Pakshi of Gayatri ji, do you have any questions?
No, Yashmita ji.
Thank you, Gayatri ji. Anybody else has any questions? Yes,
No questions, but it was so nice to understand the importance of Holi, especially when I'm sorry, I haven't. Sorry, who has said it? I don't know the name. And excuse me, but Padmaja ji. Sorry. So it was so nice to see why the colors have been played, so that everybody is the same, regardless of the color, whatever it is. So it is very nice to understand, to know it today. Thank you so much, Padmaja ji, for giving me this deeper meaning of Holi. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Padmaja ji, self-evaluation.
Self-evaluation. I think I didn't do much of preparation this time. That's why the time also is, I think I closed it a little early. So I'm sorry about it. I think I just did a small preparation and then that's it.
Okay, thank you. So the talk was structured like it had a lot of stories, and it was vibrant because you also included songs. So it was good to listen. And in terms of the content, yeah, we got to know so many aspects that were associated with Holi. Purnima ji and Vani ji, any more points you would like to add on to?
Yeah, she gave all the aspects. She said it's about destroying ignorance. See, everything ultimately is about destroying ajnana. So that also she said. Everything was covered, Padmaja. Very nice.
Thank you, Purnima.
Wish you had your video on, that's all. Otherwise, I know.
Yeah, I'm planning to buy a new phone, that's all.
Oh, good. All the best.
We got to know a lot of different
Houdu.
aspects and angles.
Yes.
One more commonly associated aspect you could look up. That is the story of Kamadeva and Shiva.
Okay, I didn't know.
Kama Dahana happens on Holi.
Okay,
That is the destruction of Kama.
I'll make a note of it. I'll just go through it. Yeah.
Spiritually, it is the destruction of lust and desire.
Okay.
So there is a complete story associated with it as well.
Okay. Thank you, Vani.
That's probably more prevalent in South India. I don't know. So, but I didn't know all the other stories that you mentioned. So it was very interesting to listen to. Good talk, Padmaja. Very nice.
Thank you, Vaniji. Thank you. It's all your support, all of you.
Your effort also. I'm seeing consistent progress. Every time you're very engaged with the whole process, which makes it, profitable for you also. Because every time we see this talk is better than the previous talk and so on. You can see the steady progression going on.
Yeah, I think we do that preparation also. It always goes in the back. Yeah, I have a Sutara session there. I got to prepare for it. I have to do this, and
Good.
work on it. So
Mhm.
even though it's a 5 minutes, this one, there is a lot of little bit of preparation is involved, not little bit. Actually, it goes a lot of preparation because you have to frame it and then put it in such a way that it has different aspects. At the same time, you're able to deliver it in the right manner. Look at the time also, shloka, story, legend, many aspects of it. And during this preparation process, we get to learn a lot of things. That we were all this time, we were just celebrating it. I didn't know that it has got a health benefit aspect of it, that, the temperature rises, this one, it has this, many aspects that we did. So, thank you.
Very, very, very true. What you have said is very true. And good that, it's actually talking for 5 minutes is more of a challenge than talking for half an hour or 1 hour.
Correct.
Because in
The
5
time
minutes, you
available.
need to get all the content out, the important part at least.
Yeah,
And
like
you have to
put
make it engaging also.
put it in a tablet and give it.
Yes. Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you, Padmaja-ji. Thank you, Vani-ji. So the next speaker is Mamta-ji. Guruma would be talking
Smita,
about...
your volume
Okay.
becomes very low sometimes. I don't know.
Is it better now, Vani-ji?
Ah,
I think
better.
the mic went down. So the next speaker is Guruma Mamta-ji, who would be talking about the significance of Yugadi.
Happy Yugadi to all of you.
Happy Yugadi, Guruma.
Can I have the timer? Hari Om all Atmajyotis. Our Rishis were great beings. They were enlightened beings. They could foresee the future. They could see the state of humanity in the coming years. So they created puzzles in the form of festivals, and they kept the rituals as a hint for it. So anyone who cracks the hint or digs into it or questions it, they will be able to find the essence of the festival. In accordance to our Hindu calendar, the first festival which comes is Yugadi, and the last festival is Holi. Now, what is Yugadi? What do we do in Yugadi? And why do we have so many festivals? First, let us look into the hint part. During Yugadi, we go happily and purchase clothes, new clothes. And we also have neem and jaggery. And we also have a panchanga with us. So why do we have all these things? New clothes we are buying is a pointer to us that we have to drop our wrong notion that I'm the body, I'm the mind, and I'm the intellect. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. That's what Krishna is meaning about. That's what he's talking about. And why do we have this jaggery and neem? It's telling us that in life, we'll have lots of ups and downs in life. So whatever be the ups and downs in life, we have to face it with a sense of equanimity. And what is this Panchanga doing over here? It's talking about the time principle. A respect to a time. It's about the timeless time. Past is gone. Future is yet to come. What are we left with? We're left with only this present moment. Now, now, now. And in this now, and in this present moment is the presence. To recognize that, we have this Panchanga. So what is this Yugadi about? Yugadi is the only festival dedicated to a Sthita Prajna or an enlightened being. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Dukeshu anudigmanaha, sukeshu vigataspraha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, sthitadir muni uchchate. This is all about Yugadi. Lord Krishna is talking about Yugadi through this Lakshana of Sthita Prajna. Yugadi is also a day when Brahmaji created this universe. We are also Brahman. In a way, we are also Brahmaji. We create our own world. So, with the highest wisdom given by Sri Prabhuji, can we have a real Yugadi? Can we celebrate a real Yugadi? Once we asked Sri Prabhuji, this Yugadi, one festival has got everything in it. So why do we have so many festivals over there? And that also in frequent intervals, we have to celebrate so many festivals. Why are we having all these things? So he said, all the festivals are there as an alarm for us to awaken ourselves to the inner self or understand that we are the supreme self or pure awareness. As students, what do we do when the exam generally comes? We keep an alarm clock and set an alarm over there so that we get at a stipulated time. But as students, did we get up at that time? Of course, we do get up only to snooze it back and go back to sleep happily, because the sleep is pulling us back and asking us that our body is asking us, let's go to sleep. We go to sleep, though we keep an alarm. Similarly, our rishis have kept so many festivals because they knew that the outer world or the Maya Shakti is so strong that even when we get the highest teaching, though we seem to be going inside, again this outer world pulls us back. So not to forget ourselves and to be constantly in the path of or to be established in this inner self or the inner awakening, we have got so many festivals. That is to remind us. That is why we have so many festivals. Yesterday was also a Yugadi, and Sri Prabhuji also again gave us a talk on Yugadi, about Yugadi in an altogether different way, which he always does it every year. So that with the hope that somewhere something will click for some person. So with all the knowledge given to us by Sri Prabhuji, can we awaken to this real self? Can we have a real Yugadi? Wishing you all the Atma Jyotis a happy, real Yugadi. Thank you.
Thank you, Guruma. Actually speechless. Any questions? The Purva Pakshi was Indraji. So you have any questions?
It's a total different aspect of the festival, no, Yugadi. There are no questions. I think I forgot mine, what I have to speak now.
So spirited as usual, Mamtaji. Very spirited, totally from the heart, genuine. So we are all very grateful. That's all.
Yes.
Yes.
We can't anymore critique you. You've gone past that stage.
Mamtaji, from a layman's perspective, always, I mean, if we look at the Puranic stories or festivals or anything, the Adi Bhautika and the Adi Daivika has been nicely revealed, publicized, marketed, everything. why is this Adhyatmika aspect hidden so deeply and so strongly in Sanatana Dharma?
Adhyatmika level, to get to that stage, you must have a Sadguru in your life. Otherwise, a layman cannot understand it. It's very difficult for them to go to that stage and understand in that way. So you need a guru, and if you get a guru, and that also someone like Sri Prabhuji, you can put it in a very simple way, which even an ordinary person can understand it. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand the Adhyatmika level.
Okay,
Yes.
so the purpose itself is, that only this Adhyatmika is hidden. The intention is it should be revealed only by a guru or a Sadguru. Till then, they will be involved only in Adi Bhautika and Adi Daivika, right? That's all. I mean, that is the intention of the rishis.
Yeah, no, intention of at that time when rishis and all, whether all of them were highly evolved, they didn't need all these puzzles and all. But to preserve that whatever they wanted to tell, that's why they have formed these festivals and all. They have kept it in a puzzles and a hint and all. So someone can definitely crack it if they really go deep into it, go and search, do a lot of research and all. Then definitely they can do it if they are very advanced also. The main thing for rishis to have these festivals was not to lose the essence and all, but still give it to the coming generations and all who will not be that evolved, or they don't have that much of time to dedicate, or they are not that very evolved and all. So just at least that festival form will be, it will be there continuing. But somewhere someone will crack it and do it. Like for us, Sri Prabhuji did it, and we just got it in a capsule form, and we are trying to digest that one also. So something like that. So otherwise, that their level, all of them were highly evolved. They didn't need all these things and all. But yes, in this Kali Yuga, like people like us, we need someone to tell us about that. What is festival about? Otherwise, we are lost in this fun and this thing.
Yeah. So I guess the Adhyatmic meaning has been left like that as a hidden thing, only to be cracked by a genuine seeker or somebody who is in the path of Gnana.
Yes, that is how I think so.
I also, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Very nice beginning also, Mamtaji. When you said it is a puzzle given to us, and they have left hints how to solve that puzzle and understand the meaning. So that was nice, and all the different aspects of Ugadi. And the props you kept were also very good. The Panchanga was with you, and then the alarm clock was with you. So that is also, it gave a life of its own. It made the talk very lively.
Thank you.
Your style of speaking is, as usual, like Purnima ji said, very emphatic, very powerful. Immediately it reaches the heart because it comes from the depth of your understanding. Excellent.
Thank you, Guruma, and thank you, Aniji. The next speaker is Indraji, who will be talking about Dattatreya Jayanti.
Yeah, Hari Om. Hari Om, all Atma Jyotis. My topic for today is Dattatreya Jayanti. Dattatreya Jayanti falls on 18th of December. And Gnanis don't have a birth or death, they don't have birthdays. It is celebrated as Jayanti. Jayanti means the victory of that Mahatma. And the day of appearance of Dattatreya is called the Datta Jayanti. Who is Dattatreya? Datta means given. The blessing given to the Atri Rishi and Anusaya. They were Gnanis. The main focus of Dattatreya was Gnana, and he's called Adi Guru. He is the starter of the Guru Parampara, and he's also called as Avaduta. Avaduta means it is the person who is intoxicated with the divine bliss, and he's always established, like, he's always in full awareness of the self. Datta has two avatars in Kali Yuga. That is, one is Sripada Vallabha and the other one is Narasimha Saraswati, and he had 16 other in other yugas. Avatara means the higher consciousness coming to the earth to establish dharma. Dharma can be established when Gnana is established, and Dattatreya was specialized in establishing the Gnana. The Vedanta Gnana and the Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Kriya Yoga, all were established by Dattatreya in different avatars. Dattatreya avatar is eternal. It appears and disappears in different different times to give Gnana. And all the realized masters or Dattas only. And the Datta Upasana can be done on different forms of Dattatreya and different avatars. Datta Upasakas are on the path of Mukti. Now about the birth of Dattatreya. The birth of Dattatreya, like how he is born, is he is born to Rishi Atri and Anusuya. They were Gnanis, and their famous was so much spread all over the lokas. The Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga were so jealous of them, and they sent their husbands to check on Anusuya. They came in the form of monk to ashram when Atri was not there. So Anusuya invited them inside, and she offered them food. But they said the food can be received by them only if she serves when she is naked. And she prays to her husband, and she sprinkles water on them, and they become children, and she served them food being naked. Here, what is naked? Naked means being without dress. Here, the body is the dress of the soul. Here, so this is the realization of I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. So here, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva appeared as a child to Anusuya when she is bodiless. This means it is going beyond the sense of body. And she asks a boon that she wants Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma to be her children, and she gets them. As the first child as Chandra, and second one is Dattatreya, and third is Durvasa. And the power of Dattatreya is Vishnu, and the protection and Gnana, with the aspects of Brahmamsa and Shivamsa. So the avatar has all the 16 qualities in them from the birth. They are the compassion, patience, forgiveness, focus on dharma, detachment, self-control, full of love, never can be defeated, ability to give, radiance, honest, truthfulness, wisdom, natural leader, embodiment of dharma and power. The spiritual seeker has to develop all these qualities. The birth of Datta has to happen in our lives. The real meaning of Datta Jayanti is that the birth of Datta, that is Guru Tattva, Gnana Tattva has to happen in our lives. So that is why we celebrate Datta Jayanti. When Guru Tattva is manifested in our lives, the Guru is Atma Guru is realized. The Atma Guru is Datta. So this is what Datta told Atri Rishi when he took the avatar of Yogiraj. He told Dattoham, Dattoham, Dattoham means I am the Datta. That is the realization. When this will happen is when most of these qualities of Datta avatar is manifested in us. Dattatreya. Datta is the Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Brahma, Guru Sakshat, Guru Parabrahma. Parabrahma appears in different forms as Guru, Sadguru, and the realized masters. Guru principle in anybody is the Datta. May Lord Datta protect all of us. And Om Gurudeva Datta, Jai Gurudeva Datta, Shri Gurudeva Datta. Om Shri Gurudeva Datta, Jai Gurudeva Datta, Shri Gurudeva Datta. Digambara, Digambara, Shri Padavallabha Digambara, 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 Shri Padavallabha Digambara, Avadumbara, Avadumbara, Shri Narsimha Saraswati Avadumbara, 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 Narsimha Saraswati Avadumbara. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Indra ji. So the Purva Pakshi for Indraji is Guruma Mamtaji. Any questions?
Indraji, you did talk beautifully. The
Yeah.
talk was very good, though you said that you forgot about what you were supposed to talk also, but you did it very well. It went on very well. It covered all the things also. And I don't have any questions for you.
Thank you, Mamtaji.
Thank you, Mamtaji. Anybody else has any questions to Indraji? Okay. Guess no. Indraji, would you like to go with self-evaluation first?
I think still I keep the notes. I think I should reduce that, I feel. In the beginning, I just saw, but otherwise after that, I was able to manage.
Okay. Thank you, Indraji. So the overall talk, as Guruma said, it was capturing all the aspects of Adi, Bhautika, Daivika, and Adhyatmika aspect, and you also brought in the stories. And lastly, the chanting also was the highlight. It was a great conclusion for the festival, and you also brought out the definition of what is a Jayanti, and it was well structured and within the time. And yeah, you mentioned that you were referring the notes, so in the beginning, so that was just in the beginning, and we couldn't feel that there were any breaks through the talk. Yeah, it was a good talk in the and any more points to add in, Purnima ji, Vani ji?
No, I don't have any.
No, I
Very
think
well.
very good talk and very good evaluation also by Smita. Very nicely done. I think having notes is not an issue
Okay.
because you can refer now and then, as long as you don't read from it or you don't spend time searching through it for something.
Okay.
So having notes by itself is not a issue.
Okay.
Very good talk. Very nice talk.
Thank you. Thank you, Anji.
Pranams Guruma and Pranams Indraji. That was really wonderful talk, and today was really a very auspicious day. I think today is a Yugadi for me, actually, because I have learned so many things today where I can put it into practice. Because as Indraji said about Atri and Asuya ji, like about get rid of this BMI first, so that only then you will be able to see the actual tattvam. So that is what is really very nice. And also what Guruma also said, pronounced to you, Guruma, it was so nice to see you talking today. It's my first session with you, and I'm really, really very happy to be a part of this group once again, and looking forward for many more so that I can gain this wonderful knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the feedback, Lalita ji. Yeah. So we've reached towards the end of the session, and all the speakers have done a really wonderful job. And we can, as Lalita ji said, this is the real Yugadi for all of us, having a great insight on Yugadi and all the festivals that would come by. So a great session. Any other inputs or closures by Vani ji, Purnima ji?
No, excellent talks, all of them, and superb evaluation by you, Yashmita. Very
Thank you,
nice,
Vani
very
ji.
good.
Thanks, Ashmita. Your evaluation is awesome, and it's very nice, and it's very pleasant, and it's no, I lost this fear of facing Vani ji. Our two principals are sitting here, our student principals, Purnima ji and Vani ji.
Two vultures, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank
didn't
you.
say that, Vani ji.
I'm
It's
saying
like
it for you. I'm saving you that.
Yashmita is like an April shower, very welcome.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Bhakti,
Whatever I blabber, Rashmita is like, oh, such a nice talk, Ashmita. It's so nice to hear. Maybe for her evaluation, I'll keep talking.
See, Yashmita, you're inspiring so many people.
Yes, Ashmita.
Thank you, Gayatri ji.
Yes,
Thank
you have
you.
a very beautiful voice, Yashmita ji, and very pleasant. Actually, I have to inculcate that. I have a very loud voice, which I really want to calm down, and you are one of my inspirations today. So, and also as Gayatri ji asked, why everything is in a capsule form, why the gurus have, then I feel because meanwhile, of late, when we talk to people and when we think many of them, they are dragged towards the Adi Bhautika and Adi Daivika only, I feel. Well, coming to Adhyatmika, as said, there should be they should be really into the spiritual path where they want to know what exactly is inside the capsule. That's when the actual guru will come into the picture and he will try to tell us what is this Tattvam-asi is all about. Until then, we are as long as we feel that we are the BMI, we try to stay there and not to look into the actual essence of like we don't look into the self-inquiry is what I felt. So yes, as long as one doesn't crave for it, the guru will not come forward to actually reveal it, is what I personally felt. Is it true, Vaniji or Purnima ji or anybody? Is it what it is?
Hari Om, everybody. Guruji would like to say a word over here.
I was sitting behind and listening to talks of all the people. It's wonderful. So happy to hear so much of clarity, so much of communication, and so much of deeper understanding of life. The festival, actually, when we speak of festival, we are missing the Sanskrit word for festivals. What is the Sanskrit word for festivals?
Utsava.
Utsava. Whenever you use the word U in Sanskrit, anywhere, up, upasana, or we use the word Upanishad, everything means up, upward movement. Utsava means upsurge of energy. Our energy will rise upwards to meet the higher. Festival word in English doesn't communicate that. So Utsava means surge of energy towards the higher. That's what it's called. Utsava is. And that's what celebration is. Not about eating, eating new dresses. Our energy will move to higher, the supreme. That's called Utsava. Upward movement of energy is called Utsava. Upsurge of energy is called Utsava. So, and the rituals, the puja is all required because that's a social learning, collective learning. If you don't do the rituals and festivals, then children or next generation will not understand, they lose the culture. So our system is rituals, puja, all those things are designed for social education, family education. Finally, once one who is educated in family education, he can go inwards and realize the self, Adhyatmika. So Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika is for society teaching, communication in the society. Adhyatmika is for individual. So it was so nice to hear all of you and wonderful the way it's JJ shaping up. I'm so happy. Very happy you got it all. So remember the word Utsava. Festival is meaningless word.
Icing on the cake, Prabhuji, of today's session.
Absolutely, Prabhuji.
Totally lovely.
Sanskrit words have a flavor which English words don't have.
Very true.
Okay. Hari Om.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you, everyone. So we will conclude this session with the closing prayer. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hari Om, everybody.
Thank you.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Yashmita, you didn't announce the next session date. Probably you can do it in the group.
Okay, sure, Purnima ji will do that.
Okay.